Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Nigel Walker here, and I'm a performance and growth consultant for entrepreneurs. And today we're going to be talking about the practice of doing nothing. All right. So it's pretty apparent nowadays that we're all addicted to our phones. You all want to watch all these YouTube channels and Netflix, and you can text people on these different apps. You can Snapchat them, you can go on Instagram, you can go on Reddit. And so basically, at any point in time in our lives, like we're never bored. Okay. And if you've ever taken the time to really step back and try to meditate, you might notice that you have all these crazy, like intrusive thoughts that are coming at you. It's because you've never had a chance to create the space to address these things, right? And these are thoughts that our brain is trying to solve, but we've never given ourselves the chance to actually address it. You know what I'm saying? And this happened to me today because I'm trying to get back into my meditative practice. I'm really trying to sharpen my performance and really get to the highest level of performance that I can so I can go and help you guys master your own performance. Okay. And I just noticed I was getting crazy amount of thoughts no matter how much I try to be present and focus back onto my breath and everything. But, I just realized like, man, I need to start time blocking time in my day to literally just do nothing. All right. I know this that might sound unproductive and that time might be better spent to do something else like, checking email or following up with clients or prospects or, whatever, business activity you can do. I don't know, man. Sometimes the leaps and bounds come from that space and the creativity that comes from it, right? Because while you're doing nothing, your mind is actively going to work, and then you suddenly have these epiphanies, right? Like you ever like just go into the shower and you realize that you just not thinking about anything, and then all of a sudden you get these crazy ideas or these epiphanies that come to you, and that's what creating the space does for you, right? And so literally, I'm just literally just spend time, every single day, like 30 minutes a day, to just stare at my wall, you know. And I really think that's where the great creative ideas come from and the leaps and bounds. Those quantum exponential results come from instead of just the linear results over time because you're not really being creative and being a critical thinker, right? Um, and so, man, I just recommend people to just start doing nothing sometimes. Um, even just if you want to take it up a notch, just go out for a walk. Don't bring your phone with you. You know, um, I did this today. Like, I mean, we have a blizzard, a snowstorm here today in Boston. But I just went outside and just cleared my thoughts, went to a 7-Eleven, got a drink, like, but during that time, like, I realized I came to another great idea. Like, as I was going through it, like, it was kind of painful because it was really cold. There was a lot of snow coming at me. And I just realized, man, I don't put myself in enough painful and uncomfortable situations nowadays, right? And the reason for that is because obviously I'm trying to improve my performance, and the more pain and suffering and more discomfort I can go through, the better I can perform, right? Because I can expand my comfort zone, right? And do the hard things, the things that I'm scared of, the things that are uncomfortable for me. And so just having that thought, I came back to my desk and I immediately started going to work, writing down all of these new mental models and performance ideas that I really want to try for myself and then give to the people that I'm working with, you know? And I don't know, man, like it's just really powerful. And another way to really take advantage of this practice is to have like a whiteboard or a notebook with you. And as you're just sitting there, just staring at the wall, doing nothing, these ideas will come to you. You can just start just clearing it out of your head, getting it down on paper, and then look at it and see, like, wow, like that's a really good idea. And you can expand on it, and you can expand on it. And you can just keep writing, keep writing, keep writing. And this like journaling and reflection practice, it's like really stress relieving because I feel like we all have like these repeating thoughts in our head, and it just keeps repeating itself and circulating within your brain, and we never like let it out, right? And I call this process letting these thoughts out. I call it clearing your mental RAM, right? Because if you know what a computer is, right, like you have your RAM, it's like your processing speed, and when you have all these applications open and doing all this type of stuff, your computer slows down, it overheats, and you have too much RAM going on, right? The same thing goes with our brain. We have all of these different programs running in our brain, all these different thoughts, all these worries, all these fears, all these emotional charges, and we just need to like let it out, right? And I call that clearing your mental RAM. And I actually created a spreadsheet on how to clear your mental RAM, and I'll share that with you guys later and take you through that exercise. But The point is, sometimes you just need to create the space in your life and just do nothing, so you can just be and like let things go, right? Let these thoughts come out, address the thoughts, let them go, journal, um, ask strategic questions within your life, like why am I doing what I'm doing? What do I actually want to do? Why do I want to do that thing that I want to do? Why am I in this location? Why am I doing this job? Why am I around these people? Why do I have this girlfriend? These like deep life questions we never take the time to address because we're just grinding throughout the day, just you know doing shallow work and on TikTok and all this all this stupid stuff that really doesn't matter, and just we just go throughout life just on NPC mode, and then we wake up years later and question and wonder, okay, why hasn't my life changed? It's like, well, you never took the time out to address what is really going on, right? You've never allowed yourself to be bored. Like people, like boredom is actually valuable, right? Because when you're bored, you, like I said, you create that space. You have time to process stuff, and then you start to come up with better ideas. You start to understand why you're doing what you're doing. You start to solve these mental and emotional problems within your life. You know what I'm saying? And so I just find this like very powerful. And so anytime like basically what I'm going to do from now on is that whenever I kind of I'm doing a lot of work and I get this kind of brain fog and I'm fatigued, instead of trying to relieve myself by distracting myself, I'm just going to go and take the time out to just be, to just stare at the wall, to just let myself decompress and just do nothing. And honestly, I feel like that's very powerful. And honestly, you're going to be a completely different person when you start practicing this, because nobody does this anymore. Nobody's ever bored. Nobody ever takes the time to think and just be. And so when you do this, you'll start to make leaps and bounds, because your mental health's going to be better, your thinking's going to be better, and you just come with way better ideas. So give it a try. If you found this video valuable, please like and subscribe. And if you're interested in coaching by me, I have a link down below. And set up a time with me and we can talk and see how we can help. All right, guys. Peace.